Good evening, cricket lovers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Sharjah Cricket Stadium for the Emirates D20 2025 Winter Edition. We are up for a cracker of a contest. Dubai been unbeaten so far in the tournament, taking up the men in yellow team Abu Dhabi. Well, it's going to be a completely different surface, a fresh wicket. We've got Ahmed Khwaja in the centre with the pitch report.
A brand new match day of the Emirates D20 2025, and now we are at the extreme right of the centre square. So now the roles have been reversed. Now the boundary from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end is the bigger one to the onside, and from the Bukhatir end, that is where you need to be careful when you're aiming for the onside. Looking at the track, it has that familiar greenish tinge we saw on the first day of the tournament. So maybe some assistance for the seam bowlers. If they can really bend their back and hit the deck hard, you might get a bit of a response from the wicket. Overall though, it will be a batting belter once more and will make for very, very exciting D20 cricket.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja, for your insights. It'll be interesting how the batters of both the teams will look at this pitch. Well, we've got no time to lose. Let's head down to the centre yet again with Ahmed Khwaja for the all-important toss.
Toss time for match number 7 of the Emirates D20 2025. I have the two captains alongside me here in the middle of the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. A young captain for Team Abu Dhabi today, Shehan Dilshan Veeraratne, as I have been informed. And of course we have Ronak Panoli leading Team Dubai, also equally young, maybe slightly younger. And of course our esteemed match referee, the forever young Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Please flip the coin, Shehan. Ronak and Dubai will call. Tails is the call. Ronak, you called it right. What have you decided?
Going to bat first, fresh wicket. Just want to see how we go up against that. Our bowling has been pretty solid throughout the tournament. Want to get some runs and then see what we can do in the second innings.
Well, Dubai has been in raging form in the D20 so far. What has clicked for you so far?
I think surprisingly, I didn't expect our bowling to do so well without three of our main players playing. Ali Nasir and Danish haven't been available for the first couple of games. They're missing out today as well due to injuries. But the way the others have stepped up, the way our spinners have bowled, it's been exceptional. And the way Israr and Nilanj have batted also through the middle, it's pretty phenomenal.
What is the vibe like in the camp? Is this the year for Team Dubai?
I think at least I hope so. We come here with the intention of winning it every single time, but I think we've got a good bunch. Everything is coming along pretty well. It's just about continuing that momentum throughout the tournament.
Any changes?
Yeah, 3 changes. It's forced because of a couple of injuries. So we've got Shane, Angad and Webb of Govikar playing today.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Shehan, unfortunately lost the coin toss. You are going to be bowling first. If you had won it, what would you have done?
Yes, we also choose the ball first. We won the toss, so if it's better for bowling. So our good bowling lineup is there. So inshallah we will keep them like 140, 150 like this.
Well, Abu Dhabi is a champion side in the D series in the past, but 2 losses. What is not going right for you guys?
Yes, that batting lineup is not doing well, so that's why last 2 games we lose. So inshallah we will do today as a good backup.
Changes to the team?
Yeah, 2 changes is Umair Ali Khan and Siam is back gone, and Ibrar and one guy came.
One more guy. Best of luck.
Yes, thank you. See you again.
Right then, news from the centre. Dubai have won the toss and elected to bat first.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. Without any hesitation, opting to bat first is the skipper Ronak Panoli. Going through the squads for both the teams, Ronak Panoli has been in some good nick, bowled well yesterday, was a player of the match. Rezal Nadir, the youngster. Israr Ahmed, what a knock he's had yesterday as well. 2 back-to-back 50s for him. Nilanj Keswani is looking good. New entrant to the team, Shane Saldana. Aryan Lakra, good all-rounder. Aditya Shetty, yet to see him open up in this tournament. Ramesh Shehzad, Angad Nehru back in the team. Ayman Ahmed, the speedster. And good to see Vaibhav Govekar including in the playing 11. For Team Abu Dhabi, the regular openers Luqman Faisal, Junaid Khan Afridi, Shehan Veeraratne, Mayank Chaudhary, Ali Abid, the skipper Usman Pandit, Mohammad Nadeem, power-packed batting for them. Raja Akifullah Khan and Ibrar Ahmed have just arrived yesterday from Pakistan. Jeet Bhatia and Zia Mukhtar will conclude the playing 11 for Team Abu Dhabi in what is expected to be a cracker of a contest. Joining me in the comm box to keep me company is Asghar Khan. Welcome, Asghar.
Thank you so much, Rizwan Rahman, and a very good evening to our viewers right around the world. Looking forward to this encounter. And Abu Dhabi, they got a lot to prove so far. Back-to-back defeats for them, and they'll be looking to bounce back here. It's a good opportunity. The two umpires making their way out to the center. I was smiling. Good to see Imran Munir back. Alongside him is Nadeem Anjum. Loads of experience and class there. They've done a terrific job over the years.
Most certainly, both the umpires, if you have to analyze them, they operate on 6 Sigma. Hardly any defects. Spot on with their decisions, and it's good to see them on the field. The men in yellow taking the field. Yeah, they've had off color so far. They haven't really found their rhythm in this tournament. With some changes, they will look to bounce back.
Absolutely, they will have to. And right now, the start is key. Good to see Zia Mukhtar back in the side. I thought he should have been starting off this campaign earlier. But having said that, now he's got that opportunity. He's got to make this count. On the other end, Rizwan, Dubai, they are off to a great start here. But no room for complacency.
Well, they are certainly off to a great start. After winning 2 games on the trot, they're making some changes to the batting unit. Yes, I understand Razel Nadir was not at his best in the 2 games that he was given the opportunity to open. And for a change, I see Ramesh Shehzad is opening up alongside Ronak Panoli. Ronak Panoli definitely one of the openers for Team Dubai. But I would have expected, given the kind of form Israr Ahmed is in, I would have expected Ronak Panoli and Israr Ahmed to open the innings.
Yeah, he's a natural opener, but at 3 he's played well, so they want some game time for Ramesh Shehzad, who hasn't had much of a hit so far in the middle order. Another key player to get him in form. They've thrown him right up at the top of the order.
Well, I think I go with you on that. When you've won those 2 games, you have that tendency. You can look to sort of shuffle your batting order, give opportunity for the others. Remember, it's a shorter format T20. So, yeah, why not? That's a very valid point that you've made there.
And he's a class player. Ramesh Shehzad, on a good day in form, can win you games, and he's got the experience of playing at the highest level as well. So I don't think so. It's much of a shift for him as far as opening the innings concerned. I'm sure throughout his career he would have done it a lot of times. Well, this man, he was the pick of the bowlers in the last game for Abu Dhabi. Didn't have much runs on the board, but right now, now that they're bowling first, Akifullah Raja is the key.
Well, he was letting the ball do the talking yesterday, creating that pressure from one end. Unfortunately, there were some chances that were grasped, but I'm pretty much optimistic. The men in yellow, they have that unity that they can tend to bounce back as quickly as possible.
Over the years, they've got a very fine record in D series over the years. Slow start to the campaign, but still a long way to go. This is the moment. They need to just grab the moment and bowl well.
Starts off well straight to the fielder. Akifullah Raja does not have that pace, but he's got that military medium pace, and of a bit of banter between Raja Akifullah and Ronak Panoli, asking him how is it shaping up, and Ronak Panoli just respecting that good delivery. And usually we've seen Ronak getting those starts. It's just that he needs to be a bit more consistent, convert those 30s into 60s and 70s.
Yeah, both games, to be honest, he looked good. He worked hard but couldn't really convert. But this could be his moment today.
I've had chat with him a couple of times earlier on, and he follows a similar fashion that Rohan Mustafa follows, irrespective of the format that you're playing in. He likes to be aggressive right from ball 1. But that's their natural style of playing.
Oh, absolutely. He's an aggressive batter. But for that to happen, you need a true surface, and sometimes when the conditions doesn't quite go in his favor, that's where I think he needs to find another gear.
Oh, he waited for 2 deliveries and one in the slot. He's deposited that in the stands, Ronak Panoli. And look at that shot.
Clean as a whistle. Just a great swing of that blade, effortless, right out of the center of the bat. And I tell you what, that has gone a long way. Second tier over the pavilion. That is some shot of statement from Ronak Panoli.
Well, in the power play, a shining ball, and if you're able to get that connected, what a feel that you get as an opening batter. You will ooze out of confidence.
Oh, absolutely. Playing at this venue, it's different. I mean, a lot of good grounds going around in UAE, but when you hit a 6 or a 4, even at Sharjah Stadium, the sound is quite different, and that feel you remember for a very, very long time.
Another short delivery, and the ball will be cut off by the fielder, Mayank Chaudhary. He's also looked in extremely good nick. A bit of confusion between the batters. Ronak wanted the second one, but denied by Ramesh Azad.
Well. That's poor running between the wickets, to say the least. I think there was ball watching, and maybe Ramesh thought it has gone for a boundary. It just plugged in that outfield. Certainly missed out on few runs.
Could have been 3, in fact. Running between the wickets in a T20 format does matter. But one thing good about Ronak Panoli is even if he consumes a couple of dot deliveries, he's got that efficiency to cover it up quite easily. Good delivery. Watchfully played by Ramesh Azad, and I reckon he's opening the innings after a very, very long time.
Yeah, good opportunity for him to get some form before getting into that business end of the tournament. I'm sure he's going to bat that in the middle order. By that time, he just try to get him back in the runs. Good move.
Yeah, senior statesman for Team Dubai. Usually tends to play the role of a finisher, Ramesh Azad. Right then, a dot to conclude the over number 1, 7 for none. Change in the bowling. Haider Razak was carrying a niggle yesterday. I had a chat with him post-match. He did struggle yesterday and he wanted a bit of rest, and rightly so. Zia Mukhtar has been given the responsibility. Haider Razak is resting today, and it will be the first game for Zia Mukhtar. Another brilliant bowler. Tall lad, can get that variable bounce off the surface. Hits the deck really hard.
Yeah, wholehearted cricketer, gives everything. He's a lot quicker than you think sometime. Really gets that energy through his shoulder, and his last delivery stride gets the ball to skid on.
Change in the field. Deep third moves a bit wideish. Short third in place. Wavered down the leg side. Gets lucky. Straying on the pads. Muted appeal from Zia Mukhtar.
Just drifting onto that leg stump. Predominantly he's an in-swing bowler with the new ball, but every now and then he does have the ability to straighten it down the line. That becomes a difficult delivery for the right-hander, because all the angle is coming in towards the right-hander, and if one pitches and just straightens, can bring the outside edge.
Oh, what a delivery. How did it miss that timber? I can't believe it. I thought for a second it's rattled the stumps.
That one shaped away. Fantastic delivery from Zia. Wide of the crease. Look at that late movement. Oh boy. I think it just may have got the cue end of the bat. The way that ball just ballooned over.
Brilliant from Zia Mukhtar. Well, it's definitely filling in the shoes for the lanky fast bowler Haider Razak. But that's the best way to answer aggression from Ramiz, and he gets a boundary.
First boundary off the mark after a cracking delivery. This is his reply. He's experienced enough. He's played a lot of cricket over the years and getting that one away nicely. Just a little shimmy down the wicket, trying to put the bowler off length, and he got that half volley beautifully played.
Ball is racing away towards the boundary ropes. He gets the connection and he gets the boundary. 2 boundaries on the trot for Ramesh Shehzad. Didn't quite middle it, but it still finds the fence.
It goes to show the outfield is good enough. Even if you don't get it right out of the middle, that ball traveled. Chase was on from mid wicket, but not able to cut that one off. Back-to-back boundaries here, so Ramesh is looking good.
Short and wide. Has that been put down? An opportunity has been put down by Junaid Afridi.
A spare of thought for the bowler. Zia Mukhtar has created a chance. Unfortunately, it's not been picked up. It was Junaid Afridi who put down a sitter. 16 without loss after 2 overs.
Two was gone, 16 for none. Ramesh Shehzad has managed to pick a couple of boundaries. Ronak Panoli is looking good as well. They've got the decent start for Team Dubai, playing on a new surface altogether. And talking about the points tally, after each team played their 2 matches, Dubai currently at the top with 2 wins. Ajman winning 1 and losing 1. Likewise with Sharjah, they've played 2, won 1 and lost 1. Emirates Blues lost yesterday, 1 win for them as well. And Team Fujairah, 1 win and 1 loss. The only team which has not yet opened an account in the ongoing D20 is Team Abu Dhabi.
Charge down the pitch and just enough to clear Lukman Faisal at mid-on. Once again running between the wickets, not great. There should have been 2. Coming back to the point you made, Abu Dhabi, they need desperately to bounce back and get on that points table. It's going to be evenly fought out tournament, one feels. Dubai looking good, but there's no room for complacency. You can lose back-to-back games and all of a sudden the momentum and everything goes away from you. You don't want that to happen.
Fishing outside the off stump. Yeah, the only thing about Dubai is they've always believed in giving opportunity to the youngsters, and they've always, more often than not, they've delivered. And for a campaign like this, getting those 2 wins out of 2, it's a positive start for them, and then look forward to sort of maximize from here on.
Absolutely, and Ronak is that sort of character. He's got the hunger as a captain, and he wants to do well.
Ballooned over the mid-off. The idea was right to clear the inner circle. Didn't quite middle it, but in the end they pick up a couple of runs.
Again, a straw-colored grass rolled into the surface. This is the new surface. And we have moved to the extreme right from the Bohata end. So, different dimensions today. Let's see how this surface plays.
We've seen the other one mostly being bowler-friendly. He gets the connection right this time. The ball will find the fence. Excellent from Ronak Panoli.
At this sort of length, he will really pounce on all day. A fraction shot. He's a magnificent puller of the ball off the front foot. That wasn't quite a pull shot, just a short arm jab. But if you just give him enough length where he can free up his arms, he's such a dangerous player.
And if you go by the run map, more often than not with Ronak Panoli, he tends to score a lot of runs towards the square of the wicket on the onside. Quite strong towards the cow corner as well. Yeah, definitely a three-dimensional player. Scores all over, but his strongest region is the mid-wicket.
Oh, he's gone high again here. And I think it's gone the distance. What a strike here from Ronak. The captain is enjoying himself. And Akifullah Raja can't believe there.
High and handsome. Easy pickings. Anything down the leg side, he will certainly pounce on it. It had the height and also the elevation into the stands. A magnificent maximum from Ronak Panoli.
He's got such fast hands. The way he got those hands through the ball, quite an amazing skill. A lot of batters in the modern day game and the coaches, they're trying to work with players to get those hands through the ball as quickly as possible. And there's a lot has changed as far as training is concerned. Those 16-ounce sand balls being used to generate power. Those are Rizwan, very sticky. They stick on the middle of the bat. It's hard to get it through.
Crashed away towards the offside. And the ball will find the fence yet again. Brilliant stuff from Ronak Panoli.
This is more of a T10 start. 35 for none with that boundary. And Ronak is quickly moved to 24. Akifullah Raja has gone for plenty. 3 gone, 35 for none.
Zia Mukhtar will continue. A couple of very good deliveries in the previous over. Yeah, he did go for a couple of boundaries, but I still remember the delivery almost hitting the timber.
Yeah, that was a wonderful delivery. But he needed to be consistent here, Zia Mukhtar. A drop catch. So obviously playing on his mind, but as a professional, you got to move on here and concentrate on your process, hitting that length over and over again.
Straight down the ground, but will be cut off by the fielder. Yeah, you made a point with respect to the training aspect of the batters. We've seen a lot of modern day techniques, coaches using multiple options, and it does help the batter, especially for power hitting. When you being a coach yourself, especially for the batters who tend to struggle towards the death overs, it does help a lot.
Of course, the game has moved forward, and then training needs to adapt to modern times. That's very, very important.
Uppercut, gave himself a bit of room, and Ramesh Shehzad joins the party.
Such an experienced bowler, Zia Mukhtar, but he got carried away. Ramesh shown him the stumps and he tried to bang it in with third man up. That's not great bowling. He should have gone full at leg stump.
Could have gone for the Yorker. Unfortunately, pulling that half tracker, easy pickings for Ramesh Shehzad. It's doing good, keeping him company, and on the other end, Ronak Panoli as well, firing it up, 24 of 11 for him. They're off to a flyer.
Again, looking to muscle that through mid-wicket, bit of an inside edge there. Things are not looking great here for Abu Dhabi, and the body language seems to be quite flat. I think the coaching staff, I think someone need to just send a message out as well. Try to really, I mean, you've got to be on your toes here, and you can see cover, mid-off, point. They're just waiting for something to happen. That's not a great mindset.
You've got to be absolutely energetic on the field. It's the first game of the evening. And it's all about the workload management as well as well. We'll talk more about it. Waver down the leg side and a misfield. Nothing going in favor of Team Abu Dhabi. Exasperating for Zia Mukhtar. He created an opportunity and a misfield again. You can't blame the bowler.
That's demoralizing for the whole unit. I think that is one of the worst feelings as a fielder when you let your team down, and it was straightforward. He should have just got behind the ball. Instead, he took his eyes off, didn't bend down in time, and it has gone for 4.
The message from the management of Dubai would have been crystal clear to Ramesh Shehzad. Go enjoy your time, have some game time for yourself. It's a long format. I beg your pardon, it's a short format. You can spend some time out there. And he's keeping good company alongside Ronak Panoli.
It is long enough when you're opening the batting. Still, 120 balls opportunity you get to get a good score. 44 for none after 4.
Four overs gone, 44 for none. Ibrar has been given the responsibility, has that tendency to clock about 140 quite comfortably, was part of the ILT20 campaign with ADKR and will continue to do so, was appreciated in the Abu Dhabi T10 as well, an ILT20 campaign. Just arrived fresh from Pakistan after a short holiday and he's got a responsibility on his shoulders in the bowling department, Asghar.
Such exciting talent, raring to go here. And what a way to welcome him. Pumped down the ground for 4. Ramesh Shehzad is getting into his elements here.
Massive from Ramesh Shehzad. It was in the slot and straight as you like, using the pace on offer. A gentle one bounce into the fence.
That was a genuine half volley as well. And Ramesh Shehzad, I think he has done some damage to that toe end of the bat. May need a replacement. You know, if I was Ibrar, you know what, straight away at the first delivery, I would have run in and bowl fast, possibly around the badge, one bounce, a bit like Shoaib Akhtar. Just make a statement, rattle the batters with genuine pace, and he's got that pace.
You've got to do that, especially when the opposition knows that you can clock. You create that doubt in your mind, what is going to come up with. That's a very valid point that you've just mentioned, Asghar.
Well, these days, sometimes I don't like the fast bowlers to be those nicer guys on the field. I want bit of aggression, really bend your back, and every delivery you bowl, you got to have that real intent about it. Not necessarily having a word with the batter, but you got to give that glare and that look in your eye that you mean business.
Oh, gave himself a bit of room there, and he planted it towards the deep third region. Wonderful effort in the field, and that's exactly what you would need. There will be a boundary check, but I think he's done well, Asghar.
Well, this is going to be touch and go, but more than that, even if he has conceded a boundary, I love the commitment. Going at full throttle, chasing hard. And Ramesh Shahzad, I think he's just got the mayor of Ibrar here. The first two deliveries, he's just playing with his psyche here.
You're talking about the aggression. Who was your favorite international bowler who showed that aggression? Would it be a West Indian?
Oh no, I was born late enough not to see them live, but I did watch plenty of great fast bowlers. We'll come back to it.
That was the delivery Asghar Khan was talking about. Yorker with some pace on it.
The most I enjoyed, and most people will tend to agree, the great left armer Wasim Akram. He was just treat to watch. And when you talk about genuine pace, obviously Brett Lee back in the early 2000s and Shoaib Akhtar, they were phenomenal. Dale Steyn, I love his attitude. Every single ball, that look in his eye.
Ferocious. Just chipped up in the air. Luqman Faisal backpedaling. And that's a no ball too. Ramesh Shahzad has taken the ownership here.
He's taken the ownership, and the way he's playing, he might well want to continue opening the batting. Ibrar, very ordinary. Slow delivery, but right in the slot, and also he's overstepped the mark. Powerful player, Ramesh Shahzad. He does pack a punch. Look at those forearms. He's very, very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. You're talking about Dale Steyn. What a bowler he was from South Africa. And remember Andre Nell as well, although he was for a shorter period of time, especially against Indians, were quite aggressive. Oh, the polite inquiry. I reckon there was free hit on offer, like by signal by Imran Munir.
Yeah, Andre Nell used to get engaged with the batters a lot verbally, but to be honest, he was not in the caliber of anywhere near like Dale Steyn. At his best, Mitchell Johnson. What a series, Ashes series. Those big moustaches. And he just blown England away.
They used to scare the batsmen with those moustaches. Mitchell Johnson. Look at the free flow of bat. Ronak Panoli gets one for a maximum towards the extra cover region.
Quite an amazing stroke from this lad. Outstanding technique as well. Full face of the bat. Just a check drive for 6 over extra cover. Terrific head position. You can hold that pose all day for the photographers around the world, and Ronak has enjoyed that. So as we both 62 for none after 5. Mohammad Nadeem with his left arm, orthodox spin. Not much side spin we can expect from him. He's a bit of a roller. Angles the ball back in. Good start.
Yeah, they're going at about 12.40 runs an over. Completely different approach from a team Dubai. My only point is, will they continue with this opening partnership in the next match as well? Because they've made that gamble, it has worked in their favor. I just don't want them to make too many changes.
And that's a valid point, Rizwan. Sometimes what happens is you make a certain change and the player performs even beyond your expectation. Then it becomes a problem to fit somebody else somewhere. So you have to be very, very thoughtful about that process, how you get the team balance going.
Well, it's a good problem to have when you have multiple performers in your team. But yes, at the same time, where would you play them? That always will be behind the coach's mind as to what needs to be done.
One thing they have advantage regarding Ramesh Shahzad is a versatile player. So what the coach might think that if I send Ramesh at 4, he can do a job over there as well. But if someone who's not opening and he's a bit of a liability at number 4, then obviously you got to move that guy up. And I think that's a chance gone begging.
That should have been taken. 2 drop chances already. Mohammad Nadeem cannot believe it. Yeah, thick outside edge and has put it down. Unfortunate for Nadeem. Ranak Panoli survives. Well, a bit like what Pakistan team did to Mohammad Haris in Asia Cup. They shuffled it many a times. Sometimes he was trying to play top order and towards during the middle of the Asia Cup in the middle. So I reckon if you're a proper batter, you need to design the position for him. We'll talk more about it. 6 overs gone, 63 for none.
That's a signal from the umpire Imran Munir. Conclusion of 6 overs, and those 6 overs produce plenty of runs, plenty of questions to be answered by Abu Dhabi. Things are not looking good for them. You made a very valid point. The last over, we'll talk a bit more about it in depth regarding the batting order and that sort of situation. Ibrar comes in, hits the deck hard, heaved away on the leg side. And once again, they're not bothered to run hard to come back for the second.
What is the hitting capability that both these batters possess? So more or less banking on those power hitting shots. It has been a tough outing for Ibrar. Yeah, when you just arrived, you would probably need some time off, get back to the training regime and come back for the matches. Ibrar straight away expensive in the first. Nice flick. Look at that shot from Ronak Panoli. Using the pace of an offer and flicked it to perfection.
Magnificent. Absolutely stunning stroke. He's so strong all around the park, but on his legs, just look at the bat speed. Did not move his feet an inch. The stillness of the head was the key to that stroke. And talking about Rizwan, the batting order, you said about Mohammad Rizwan, me being slightly old school, I always believe that you need that certainty in your head to be able to perform consistently. You got to be certain about few things, especially the batting order. Well, this man is really taking this bowling on. And to complete that point, I think you do need flexibility, horses for courses, but more often than not, you need to have a stable opening combination. You need to have a regular number 3. Because those guys, when you know your position, you only think about going in your head is how I'm going to win this game, how I'm going to get runs. But when you're thinking about whether I will bat at 4, I will bat at 7, there's too many thoughts, too many distractions.
Full toss. Nudged it away. Should have gone anywhere towards the extra cover region. Yeah, we've seen that with Mohammad Haris for Team Pakistan. Similarly, Sanju Samson as well for Team India. And in such cases, when you're batting at multiple positions, And towards the end of the tournament, how would you analyze him? How has he performed during the tournament? Would he be selected in the next tournament? There are a lot of questions around it.
A lot of questions, and it's not fair to any individual. I mean, you got to give a fair run and then hope for the best. Ibrar charging in. Bowls a short ball. He's created a chance here. Mid-wicket. Takes it. Ibrar makes a breakthrough. Akifullah Raja just hangs on to one, and they've lost their first wicket.
Yeah, slower bumper from Ibrar. Yeah, didn't quite time it. Raja Akifullah, he had ample amount of time to come underneath the ball. In the end, he's latched onto it. The first wicket goes down for Team Dubai. Ramesh Shehzad will have to depart after a brisk cameo. Dubai lose their first 71 for 1.
Israr in form. Batter comes in at 3. Good pacey delivery to finish the 7th over. 71 for 1 Dubai. .71 for 1 after 7. Nudged away on the offside. They need to get another partnership going here and to continue alongside me. It's going to be Ahmed Khwaja for the first time. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Asghar Khan. Fabulous, cool, late evening here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We fondly call this the home of cricket in the UAE. So much history, so many memories attached to this hallowed venue. A top edge, and very lucky that there was nobody at square leg. Silly shot from Israr. You're a man in prime form. You don't need to be over ambitious with your stroke play.
Yeah, 2 half centuries, 2 games. So he just need to get his innings going before he makes those extravagant strokes.
Got very lucky indeed. Well, Abu Dhabi have once again not taken their chances. Catches dropped of crucial players, key players for Team Dubai. They just seem to be stuck in a mental rut. Can't put their bowling or fielding together at the moment. The batting has flopped as well in the last 2 games. And Dubai have got a top order in prime form.
Oh, absolutely. Ramesh Shehzad looked good. And this is the best knock so far Ronak Panoli played because of the fluency. This track maybe suit his style of play.
Yeah, he's been dealing in boundaries and maximums. Such a punishing player. Could be the fastest half century of the tournament so far. Pitches have not been straightforward. In the end, it's a tidy over from Nadeem. 74 for 1. Interesting move made by Ali Abid. Zia Mukhtar will be given a third over here. He has gotten Ronak out in the past at times, but that was with the new ball when he was early on in his innings. So let's see if he can create an impact. Slightly on the fuller side on that occasion. What is a decent score Dubai are eyeing here?
Well, from this position, 200 is certainly a possibility. The kind of start they got, but at least 180 to be realistic enough. 12 overs, almost 12 overs, another 100. That's pretty much on the cards.
And they've beefed up their batting with Vaibhav Govikar coming in. Forcing it towards the mid-wicket region, but straight to the fielder and dropped. Oh, Zia Mukhtar, he was celebrating. And now he's realized Akifullah Raja has grasped a sitter.
This is so disappointing for Zia Mukhtar, and he can't believe it. 2 drop chances of his bowling so far. And Israr just getting carried away with his form, trying to play a big shot. That's a dolly.
Look at that. Zia Mukhtar will now get the shock of his life. Oh, who would want to be a fast bowler? They're a mad lot.
He celebrated a bit too early.
Well, Abu Dhabi being their own worst enemy. And you do not give second and third chances to players of this caliber, Asghar.
Absolutely. And as long as Ronak and Israr are in the middle, especially Israr, he can hurt you so much. Such a powerful player, both of them.
He had his man. He should have had Ramesh Shehzad early as well. Just no luck at all. That's been the trend for Zia Mukhtar in his domestic career. He's bowled superbly well, not been awarded as such. Ronak Panoli tees off. That is brilliant.
And it's a half century for the skipper, finally. 2 starts previously, couldn't really get going after that, but today is kicked on and it's unfinished business. That was the off-cutter in the slot and pumped down the ground for 6.
I'll tell you what, that is a bat swing similar to Tiger Woods. He's teed off. What a lovely shot. That's his 3rd or 4th maximum, if I'm not wrong. Can he get a real big one here? Good fielding at backward point. That would have found the fence as well. And good game awareness to sneak in a single.
They batted a lot together, so good understanding. Ricochet, they pick up a single. Great tempo to this innings, 83 for 1.
I don't think I've ever seen Ronak make 100 at the D20. Well, we're getting very much ahead of ourselves, but the pitch is playing beautifully. The opposition is refusing to take a catch. It's an ideal opportunity. And now Israr will rein himself in, as he should. 84 for 1. Mohammad Nadeem has bowled well so far. Only 4 runs conceded in 2 overs. Israr Ahmed just getting a bit frustrated here. Not being able to find the gaps. Already been dropped. Trying to shovel that fine and will get it fine. Long chase for the short third. They should be looking for 3. And this time they will manage it.
Israr doesn't need to panic at this stage because he's got the power game. Sometimes what happens, every day Ahmed Khwaja, you can't start every innings with fluency. And there are days where you got to dig in and get through those tough periods.
Absolutely. And it seems to be that kind of day for Israr. Usually he's very in, he's in early in the power play itself. Against the brand new seed, he can crack a few boundaries, get settled in. There was a healthy opening stand for Dubai today. He should just look to feed the beast that is partnering him at the crease.
Yeah, runs will come. If he just hangs in for a moment, he could easily take a big over every now and then. Mohammad Nadeem, he's done well. None for 8. He's been tidy enough.
The standout bowler so far. Good running. That's much better. I think he's looking a bit more switched on after that dropped catch.
Sometimes it's a bit of a wake-up call. You make a mistake and then if you get away with it, that realization comes quickly to your mind that now I have to make it count.
I need that shock to the system. And they're very wary of swinging towards the onside against Nadeem. That's what he wants you to do. With the bigger onside boundary, 3 men deep on the fence. So far they have resisted that temptation. That's just allowing him to get through his overs. Turned away from the wicket for a neat single. Drinks break. Abu Dhabi need to recalibrate here. They're in a spot of bother. 91 for 1. So back live after the drinks break. Very interesting choice from Ali Abid. He's going to bowl out Zia Mukhtar here. To be fair, he has created a chance in every over, Asghar. They just haven't accepted it. Let's see if he can do the trick after a break. The call is for 2. Ronak Panoli wants to strike though.
He's been very, very unlucky, Zia Mukhtar, to drop chances. And chances are hard to create and come by as well when you're bowling to quality players on good batting pitches. All you need is fielders to support you.
Yeah, clearly the grass on the surface is there for binding it together. It's not really offering any movement. Ball is coming on very nicely indeed. We've seen those pickup shots from Ronak that have been sent flying into the stands. Pitch is playing well. And I like this approach from Dubai. They're not going slam bang on every single delivery. If it's on a good length, just nudge it along and keep that scoreboard ticking.
It's about pacing the innings, and these two are doing it really nicely. Even that last single, normally Ronak is a boundary hitter. He likes to smack it, but played it with soft hands. That sort of skill set we come to expect from him, that with passage of time, he becomes that sort of finish article.
Hooked away and beautifully placed by Asrar. Bad delivery punished.
Just getting carried away here. Zia Mukhtar, fine leg up, trying to bang one shot. He's a magnificent square cutter and puller, Asrar. Great position there.
Yeah, there was no man patrolling that region. Even then it would have been very ambitious. It's just about a 48-50 meter boundary there at best. So Zia, well, I think he's just feeling a little sorry for himself here. It should have easily been 3 for 33. Instead it's none.
It can happen to the best. And he's a youngster with a lot of promise. But you do need that rub of green, Ahmed Khwaja. There's a fine line between success and failure.
The only green we're seeing here is the lush outfield. Nothing in favor of the team from the capital. And Asrar has smacked it so far. We're struggling to locate the ball. That has been a case. We need to put those GPS trackers in these leather balls.
Well, that's a problem. When you're alone on the fence and you can't pick it up, you need someone to help you out. At that short fine leg fielder is gone as well to help his teammate.
I think we might need the reserve umpire to come in with a brand new box here. They're searching, but so far location unknown.
Ali Abid, well, a lot to think about. This time, Abu Dhabi, they do lack Ahmed Khwaja that experience, someone like Ron Mustafa, and they're running out of ideas at the moment.
Well, it just goes to show the role of a captain is so instrumental for any team. Cricket is a very unique sport in that department, where one player controls and dictates the fate of the match. And that is exactly what Ronak Panoli is doing for the opposition. Two men out on the onside will eventually get around to it. But now Asrar looking to cut loose as well.
Giving him the charge. And sometimes it's a cruel game. You feel for Zia Mukhtar, none for 35. And if someone is just not watch the game and looking at the scorecard and that clicking, you think that he's bowled badly. And it's not been the case.
Oh, absolutely not. In fact, it's been the complete opposite. He's been very accurate, nagging away on a good length. Chipped in the air and will clear the extra cover. And will sail into the fence to raise the 100.
Looking to drive on the up. For a moment, that short cover fielder was in play, but just enough to clear another boundary for Asrar. 100 up here for Dubai. They're cruising.
Oh, we might see the biggest score of the tournament. 200 is absolutely within sight. And plenty of batting still to come. Aryan Lakra, Nilansh Keswani, Vaibhav Govikar. So they're top order is absolutely stacked in this edition of the D20. Ominous signs for the other 5D franchises. Oh, that was there for the taking. Any amount of bat and that would have been 4.
He's trying to cramp Israr up straight onto the legs. Well, yeah, they're batting deep, but at the same time, those batters are in form. And most of the teams, the rest of the teams, like Abu Dhabi, they're struggling for those partnerships. No one in real good form.
Oh, you used the keyword there, partnerships. That has been the name of the game for Team Dubai in the past 2 match days. Not out of the middle, but it's hit just about well enough for a couple. So Zia will conclude an unlucky and in the end expensive spell. 106 for 1. So some leg spin coming into the game for Abu Dhabi. Jeet Bhatia. Of course, there is that rule of 2 under 21 lads mandatory in every playing 11 in all these D series tournaments. It's a very good rule, pardon me. You want to back the youth and test them in these deep waters. So far, Jeet has been quite impressive, even though the team has been on the losing side. Hit hard but can't pierce the gap.
Yeah, good action as well. Gets through the crease nicely. That pivot comes in. It's young and it's gonna.
Oh, taken! Dared to flight the ball and miscued to backward point. Finally, an Abu Dhabi fielder holds on to a catch.
Ronak Panoli will be gutted with himself here. Such a bright start, wonderful half century, and it looked like a big one, but Abu Dhabi, they got a break, an important break. Young leg spinner picks up a wicket.
His eyes lit up when he saw the flight. Wanted to go over extra, just catching the outside of the blade. And Lukman Faisal makes no mistake. A fine innings. It certainly promised a lot more from Ronak Panoli. But the Dubai skipper has set the platform. Gone for 54 of 30. It's 106 for 2. Nilansh Keswani, he's been the regular number 4 for Dubai and performed really well. But Jeet Bhatia has got a wicket to his name. Safely off the mark. This partnership in the past has been very productive for Dubai.
Oh, absolutely. Nilansh has really come of age with the bat as well, so he's in good form. Left and right hand combination in the middle as well.
That will keep the bowlers honest. Ali Abid, perhaps against the run of play, has got a wicket to his name. To the team's name rather. Now they need to build that dot ball pressure. Bring that scoring rate down. Good looking punch. And only a single. That's poor running, Asghar.
Generally, the running between the wickets has been poor. Early on, Ramesh Shahzad and Ronak missed out on quite a few runs, and even that one, they need to put pressure on the outfielders.
Yeah, even on the throw, you need to take a chance. He's right from the boundary. Hit hard, hit well, hit for 6.
That's the problem. Time to time, leg spinners, they find it hard to land those balls on that good length. That was a drag down. How well he's rocked back and hits it way back towards mid wicket for 6.
Easy pickings for a player in prime form. He does have the tendency to drop it short on occasion. And Nilansh Keswani took full toll. Excellent shot. And that will get him going as well. Current run rate of 9.6. So we're looking at 190 plus here.
Surely. Dubai, they're in great position with batting to come. I would have been tempted, Ahmed Khwaja, to send someone like Aryan Lakra or whoever go we get just get into this tournament.
Yeah, they have a lot of southpaws as batting options. Certainly need to utilize them. Eight runs off the over and the prized wicket of Ronak Panoli. 114 for 2. Mohammad Nadeem has bowled a tidy spell. It's been economical, no, though not that threatening, I feel, Asghar Khan.
Yeah, limitations. His accuracy is his strength. Not a big turner of the ball, and then that's where you become limited as a bowler. If you don't turn it, then batters can play you safely.
Yeah, he's had a couple of down seasons, Mohammad Nadeem, especially with the bat. Around 2022, 2023, he was absolutely on fire with the bat, with the ball. Used to be looting player of the match awards at will. Just not been able to maintain those levels. And it can be tough day in, day out to keep performing at that level.
Absolutely, but he's another player to watch as well. I think sometime when he bats anywhere lower than number 3, that's where I think he struggles. So got to get him at the top.
Yeah, very true. Oh, there was a bit of grip on that one. Nicely bowled. Ideally, number 3, number 4. Like you mentioned, you need that consistency in terms of role definition for a player. Cut in the air and gone. Zia Mukhtar teaching his teammates how to take a sharp catch.
Well. He makes it count in the field and he's got a smile on his face as well. Such a wonderful character. And he has the enthusiasm. I think he's a great team man, Ahmed Khwaja.
That was not an easy catch. At short third, it was cut fiercely. Bit of extra bounce. Israr couldn't get on top of the ball. And that is nicely snaffled. Much needed for Abu Dhabi to get back in the game. 2 set batters gone. 116 for 3 Dubai. Well, Asghar, you wanted Aryan Lakra in the middle and you've gotten your wish. Two left-handers at the crease now for Dubai.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what kind of form he's in, and it's the good opportunity for him. Early on in the tournament, when the team is winning, you want your top 5 to top 6 to be in touch, because in a crucial game, if you lose a couple of early wickets, then all of a sudden you can't expect those guys to fire.
You make an excellent point there. That was certainly the dilemma for Team India in a couple of World Cups, 2015, 2019. It was the top 3 who were just smashing everyone to all parts. Flipped in the air. The long leg was squarer, so a safe shot. And Aryan has a bit of time to get settled this evening. 117 for 3. It's been a good fight back by Team Abu Dhabi. Dubai were 91 for 1 at the drinks break. So a couple of wickets lost. Not a lot of runs scored. Mayank Chaudhary with his occasional off spin. Oh, outside edge. That's gone fine. And the ball will just about win the race to welcome Rizwanur Rahman.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. Stage is set. You've got wickets in hand and you can look for a big score. Aryan Lakra, deft touch, getting the outside edge and finding the fence.
Well, was that deliberate or was that an outside edge? A bit of both. Akifullah did not give up on it, but it's a very quick outfield. Beautifully manicured. Oh, look at that turn. And what a catch by Shehan Weeraratne. Mayank Chaudhary has struck.
Not an easy one, and he made it look so easy. Mayank in his first over, picking up a big wicket of Aryan Lakra.
Went wider on the crease, and that certainly turned prodigiously. Not an easy catch for a keeper, but the young Sri Lankan does very well, and Aryan will be bitterly disappointed. Gone for 5. It's a bit of a mini collapse. 121 for 4. So it's going to be Aditya Shetty getting his first innings in the tournament. Crucial phase of the game. Abu Dhabi have roared back into the contest. They've picked up 3 wickets for 30 runs. Well, a long hop, drifting down leg.
Yeah, we were talking about the game time for the middle order and the lower middle order batters, as mostly it was Israr and Ronak Panoli doing the scoring. Perfect opportunity for the youngster Aditya Shetty to take a bit of time there and get some runs.
That is a very risky shot. Slashing at a full ball, turning in. Just shows he's not had a lot of time in the middle. Mayank Chaudhary proving effective. That's a lot better. Look to play the ball on merit. So that 185, 190 seems to be out of the equation for now.
Oh, absolutely. 91 for 1, I reckon they were at halfway stage. Quick wickets, and they managed to slow the run rate down, Team Abu Dhabi. thanks to Nadeem and a wonderful catch by Zia Mukhtar. And Mayank given that responsibility and he's responded.
Ballooned in the air. Very lucky that leading edge did not fall to an Abu Dhabi fielder.
For a no man's land, lucky Nilanj Keswani on that occasion. He does pack a punch, and currently at this point of time, they just have to build a small partnership at least for next 3 to 4 overs.
Pushing for 2, excellent running. Young legs at the crease, but a successful over for Abu Dhabi. They're back in the contest, 125 for 4. So trial by spin will continue for Dubai, and why not? It's worked fabulously for Ali Abid after the drinks break. Mayank picking up a wicket, Nadeem and Jeet Bhatia as well. Look at that one, just kick off a foolish length.
Well, bounce there as well for Jeet Bhatia. Still have 6 wickets in hand. We've still yet to see Vaibhav Govekar, who does pack a punch.
A very fine player. I'm a big fan of the young left-hander. This could be a catch. Dropped again. Maybe just dipping in front of him.
Usman Pandit, well, that should have been taken. He did everything right to reach, and in the end, he just could not hold on to it.
Senseless shot from Aditya, really. Very lucky escape. Try to play along the carpet, my friend. That was fraught with risk, and you almost threw it away. Now that's much better. Just look to stitch a partnership for 2 or 3 overs.
Absolutely. When you lost those wickets in quick succession, that's the best thing to do. And once you get your eye in, and you can look to score big. Jeet Bhatia just given away 2 so far.
They will call for 2 once more. Not taking a risk. Zia has got a very good arm. Fair to say the spinners have something to work with on this pitch as well.
Oh, absolutely. And talking about the body language of Team Abu Dhabi, they still look not up to the mark. It could be because of the lot of matches that they play locally in the domestic UAE circuit. It's to do with their workload management. We've seen Haider Razak was unfit yesterday. He had a niggle and just could not contribute towards the team's success.
Oh, absolutely. Squad management is absolutely key. These matches are coming through thick and fast. Even though the temperatures have cooled, playing back-to-back T20s is never easy, especially when you're not winning. Maybe just a bit lost in their own thoughts are the Abu Dhabi lads. Superb delivery. This young leggy has really impressed one and all. 129 for 4. Oh, quicker one. Once again, a leading edge from Nilanj Keswani. I do feel like maybe even 170 is a winning score here.
Should be. And with the kind of setup that Dubai has, we've seen Aryan Lakra, Ronak Panoli, Nilanj Keswani doing extremely well in the bowling department. Cuts away. and will find the fence. That should have been stopped. Easy pickings for Aditya Shetty.
Poor delivery from Mayank Chaudhary. Just too short and too much width offered to Aditya Shetty. And much more in control on that occasion. Lovely back cut. And that third fielder was much too fine. Needs to get a lot squarer. So early boundary. Can Dubai once again find their groove in the batting department? Miscued again. So Aditya Shetty is certainly looking to be very positive out there.
Well, his intentions are clear, but he needs to find the meat of the bat. Two miscued shots earlier on. He was lucky Usman Pandit could not latch on to it.
Certainly flirting with danger. They launch a lot more watchful. Mayank to the left-handers, such a difficult proposition. Once again, that matchup of the off-break bowler. Another leading edge. But good running between the wickets. Positive intent.
Ali Abid will be pleased with the effort that the bowlers have put in the last 4 overs. Just getting the game back in control, and with the kind of batting lineup they have, they would be looking to restrict them under 170 at this current stage of the game.
Oh, what a shot coming in from Shetty. He has deposited that into the stands over extra cover.
Well, it was in his slot. He was looking to go big right from ball one. The intentions are pretty much clear, and it's gone in the stands. Brilliant from Aditya Shetty to close the over. 16 gone, 142 for 4.
Jeet Bhatia into his third over. Oh, full toss. It's a gimme. And smacked into the gap for 4.
Well, you can't offer a full toss to Nilanj Keswani. A juicy full toss on offer, and he's capitalized it to perfection.
Just changing gears once again, our team Dubai. A 6 of Mayank. A hanging full toss. Sent packing as well. It's been a fascinating game so far. Momentum has shifted to and fro between the two sides. Once again, that current run rate above 9. Nilanj Keswani has decided, I'm going to be aggressive as well. Good running. They'll pick up 2.
And they can afford to do that with last 22 deliveries remaining, with 6 wickets in hand. A strong bench still there, so they can go big from here on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think 185, 190 is once again a possibility. We're seeing a lot of spin come through for Abu Dhabi. Don't have a lot of pace options this evening. And taken by Zia Mukhtar. He was just a few yards in off the rope. And that's done the business.
He certainly has a safe pair of hands. Another one in the air. And Zia waited for it, and in the end comfortably taking it.
He's got bucket-like hands. And being in from the rope has paid off. Nilanj was looking good. Unlucky on the dismissal. 148 for 5. Vaibhav Govekar coming in at number 7, unfamiliar role. The call is for 2 and they won't take a risk on this occasion. So 3.5 overs remaining. It's right in the balance at the moment.
Absolutely. And Vaibhav Govekar has been a match winner in the previous editions of the D series for Team Dubai. Hails from India, has played a lot of cricket back home in India for Goa. And he does pack a punch.
A very fine cricketer. Has played at the absolute highest level of Indian domestic cricket. We are very privileged to have a player of his caliber in our domestic scene. 150 up for Team Dubai. Whatever you say, fair enough, they lost a few wickets in a flurry, but still in a pretty solid position. Jeet Bhatia though, this young leggy has been very impressive. 2 for 20, still has one more over to go. And he closes out the over well. 151 for 5. So back to the seam bowling options. Ibrar Ahmed, he needs to respond to the challenge. Still 2 overs up his sleeve. Going at 12 runs per over was expensive in his initial burst. But now Dubai have lost a few wickets. They will be pursuing quick runs. And with that you could have opportunities. Coming around the wicket. Flashed. And flashed well. That's a terrific shot from Govekar.
Well, he's not having the best of the day, Ebrar. It just arrived yesterday. And I think you've got to give some rest for yourself. Right off the flight and you're here at the ground and you're being punished every single delivery.
Yeah, he's trying to intimidate them with pace. And that's not going to happen against quality bats. Line and length is the key. That was too full, too wide. Easy pickings for a left-hander. So early boundary. Dubai will be looking to make this a big over. Nicely turned around the corner. So over to you, Aditya Shetty. He's batting well.
9 runs and over at the moment. And both the batters do have the power hitting ability. Ibrar has to be mindful. He should ensure he's not offering anything short. Probably look at that 4th stump channel, full length wide Yorkers. Have a deep third in place. Just find a way to stop the flow of runs.
Yeah, they currently have a deep point and a deep cover. So the onus is on him to bowl wide of off. Slower bouncer into the pitch. According to his field so far. But that's quite a unique field setup.
Yeah, with the kind of pace he generates off the surface, I would rather have deep third in place, because any outside edge would sail away when they've got a different plan in place. And that was an off-pace delivery, the previous one from Ebrar.
Yeah, that's also a decent option, and I agree with you. Rather in favor of that deep third setup. Oh, full toss. He's missed out. And the keeper did well too.
Was Shehan absolutely brilliant. He took a sharp catch earlier on and saving a boundary for the team there. That was travelling quick.
Yeah, he does look very natural behind the stumps. The young Sri Lankan. Technically sound batter. Maybe not quite accustomed to batting at the D20 level. Oh, that's another excellent delivery. That off cutter coming in, bowled into the pitch.
Yeah, he does bat well, technically very sound, Shehan Viraratna. And when you're talking about T20 setup as a batters, Ahmed, you need batters with different strike rates, and he's got that ability to adapt to the middle game, especially between the 7 to 15 overs. He has that tendency to rotate the strike and ensure the scoreboard is ticking.
Yeah, I think number 4 would be the ideal spot for him. Plus, he's a southpaw, so the matchup advantage could be there. Full toss delivery, couldn't get past the extra cover. Vaibhav Govekar missing out. So in the end, Abrar has done relatively well. Only 6 runs conceded. 157 for 5. So Raja Akifullah back into the attack. Took some punishment at the hands of Ronak Panoli in the power play. Interestingly, he's coming around the wicket to the right-hander. And Aditya Shetty is standing on the wide tram line. Well, now he's shifted into position. I thought, what's going on here? So let's see if Akif can get it right. Is there an edge? Imran Munir says no.
Absolutely unmoved there. A good comeback from Ibrar after being hit earlier on in the over. Raja Akifullah will have that responsibility to sort of completely stop the flow of runs. Anything between 170 to 175, Abu Dhabi will still fancy their chances in the run chase.
Yeah, he's making them hit towards the bigger offside boundary, going across the right-hander. And so far, that plan is coming together very nicely.
Smartly executed. He knew Aditya Shetty is quite strong towards the onside, ensuring his bowling at the 4th stump channel, not allowing any room whatsoever. And it's got a packed offside field as well.
So what is Aditya Shetty thinking here? Maybe that reverse ramp over third, walk across the stumps, square leg, fine leg in the circle. 3-dot deliveries. This is outstanding from Raja Akifullah.
We're certainly going to hurt Dubai. The best way forward is to just pick up a single and let Vaibhav take strike. Raja using all his experience and considered as a death bowler, and is definitely delivering for Abu Dhabi.
Very seasoned campaigner. Been part and parcel of the UAE national team for many years now. Doing a great job. Oh, this is superb bowling. And Aditya Shetty is getting a tad frustrated.
Not too sure what he's asking for. Well within the tram line. And I'm quite enjoying this performance from Raja Akifullah. 4-dot deliveries on the trot in the death over. Brilliant.
Well, I think Vaibhav Govekar should think about just stealing a single run if he gets beat. Might catch the keeper off guard. We're on the verge of a maiden in the 19th over. Another dot delivery. These are the kind of sequences that can completely flip the game.
Well, he did have a conversation with Vaibhav Govekar. Still not able to execute it. Just a nudge towards the onside or the offside. Pick up a single. 5-dot deliveries. Brilliant. Absolutely magnificent from Raja.
This is game-changing stuff. And now that 175 is looking a long, long way away. That will be a wide. But you can offer him that leeway. He's bowled a superb 19th over. And Dubai will be desperately disappointed. Like you mentioned, they were 91 for 1 after 10 overs.
Yeah, flurry of wickets. But they managed to find a way back. Nilansh, Keswani. Aditya started off well. But this over completely belonged to the men in yellow.
Swing and a miss again. And all they'll get is a bye. Excellent 19th over from Raja Akifullah Khan. 159 for 5. Well, Abu Dhabi have fought back admirably here. They have only allowed 60 runs in the last 9 overs. Can they cap it off here? Onto the body. Will just be nudged away for a single. But that is certainly not going to hurt at this stage.
Oh, absolutely. And a good thing for Dubai is Vaibhav Govekar is on strike. After that last delivery, retaining strike was Aditya Shetty. The idea will be very simple. Bowl towards the off-stump channel. It's a long boundary towards the offside. And Ibrar, he came back well in the previous over.
He's got a squarish deep point. Deep cover as well. Mid-off is up. And he's gone over mid-off. Beautiful strike. In fact, it's a max.
Missing his length. He was trying for a Yorker and ending up in a juicy full toss. Vaibhav Govekar will not miss out. That was a magnificent hit from Vaibhav Govekar.
Class and quality. And the pressure is firmly on Ibrar Ahmed Shah. Retained by Abu Dhabi Knight Riders for the upcoming ILT20 Season 4. He needs to show that caliber here. What a pull shot! Onto the roof.
It's out of the stadium. Pace on offer. Half tracker. Punished. Vaibhav Govekar at his best. 2 maximums on the trot.
He absolutely nailed it. Don't bother running, Mr. Govekar. Stand, deliver and admire. Fabulous shot. And the pressure is firmly on the young fast bowler. 6. And in fact, we've lost the ball. Mr. Mohammad Kashif. Third umpire, new balls please. Over the wicket. It was on the pads. This time it will pick out the long leg. And they're pushing for 2. Oh, direct hit. That is a brilliant piece of fielding from Junaid Afridi. Bang on target.
Right on the money. They were a bit hesitant to pick up that second run. Vaibhav was firm. He wanted the strike. And in the end, a direct hit. And I think Vaibhav Govekar will have to walk back.
Well, you put down a simple catch at cover point and then you do this. And bang, bullseye. Vaibhav just short of his crease. Unlucky. He was batting well. But a quick fire 20 off 10. It's 173 for 6. So it's going to be the 16-year-old Rezal Nadir. Was opening in the earlier two games, didn't find success. So down the order you go, my friend. Can you pick up a boundary here? Still around the wicket. Slower delivery, and that's very good thinking by Aditya Shetty. Just running through for the bye.
Rightly so. You've got every single run counts, and Aditya Shetty, 16 of 18, he's been there for some time. Yes, he didn't score much in the previous over, but last delivery, and what a turnaround from Vaibhav Govekar. Two maximums of Ibrar, and now the final delivery. Can they find a boundary?
Can they get to 180? He's gone for it, and they will get 180. Aditya Shetty.
What a way to finish the innings. He was bogged down in the previous over, and this time around he ensured he got the connection right. Expensive over yet again from Ibrar. It was in the slot, half tracker, and away she goes in the stands.
Great finish for Team Dubai. They've got 180 on board, but maybe they still feel we should have had more. Time will tell if it's going to be enough, but certainly as a unit, once again, they have batted admirably in their allotted 20 overs. Fabulous half century from the skipper, 54 of 30. Steady contributions throughout. 26 for Ramiz, 23 for Israr, 20 for Nilansh. Quick fire, 20 of 10 from Vaibhav, and Aditya Shetty chipping in with 22 as well. 10 extras, allowing them to get up to 180.
Brilliant top order performances. Raunak Panoli, Ramesh Shehzad, Israr, they're all contributing towards the runs. And that is what you need in a league stage.
Yeah, they're a tremendous batting unit in terms of the bowling for Abu Dhabi. Ibrar was expensive, 1 for 50. Mohammad Nadeem outstanding, 1 for 14 in his 4 overs. 2 wickets for the young leg spinner Jeet Bhatia, and 1 for Mayank Chaudhary as well. But overall, they took plenty of tap, all of the Abu Dhabi bowlers. Taking a look at the highlights, it was Dubai who elected to bat first, and Raunak Panoli put on a show, especially against Raja Akifullah, treating him with utter disdain. Ramesh Shehzad with some calculated blows as well. That was a lovely chip shot all the way for 6, and look at that. Absolutely glorious from Raunak Panoli. He was on song and dealing in maximums. Ramesh fell, going for the hook. Good catch taken. Zia Mukhtar in particular was very, very unlucky. 2 or 3 crucial dropped catches. Raunak getting yet another D20 half century, but then Jeet Bhatia picked him up, trying to force the issue. Israr Ahmed also gone to a sharp catch. There was a bit of a mini collapse coming in for Team Dubai after the drinks break, but then Aditya Shetty combined well with Vaibhav Govekar. Nilansh unlucky to hole out in the deep as well. This was the crucial over that went for not 1, not 2, but in fact 3 sixes, even though there was a brilliant run out from Junaid Afridi. Bang on target, and Aditya Shetty climbed into one to get Dubai up to 180. So 181, a big target for Abu Dhabi. How will they fare in the run chase? Let's find out in a few minutes' time. Stay tuned.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the second innings. Winning the toss, opting to bat first. Team Dubai has put up a decent show. Wonderful contributions from the top order batters. Ronak Panoli contributing 54 of just 30 deliveries. Ramesh Shehzad kept in company. 23 for Israr. Nilansh Keswani picking up a 20. And towards the end, Aditya Shetty and Vaibhav Govekar scoring 22 and 20 apiece. The bowling department, Raja Akifullah quite impressive in the final over. Zia Mukhtar, he did create those opportunities, none for 42 for him. Ibrar Ahmed was quite expensive, 1 for 50. Mohammad Nadeem, the pick of the bowlers, just giving away 14 runs in his 4 overs, 1 for 14 for him. Jeet Bhatia, 2 for 21, and Mayank picking up a wicket and giving away 21 runs. Well, that's the target that is required, 181 to chase down in their allotted 20 overs. What is expected to be an exciting contest. Joining me in the comm box is Asghar Khan after a short break. Asghar, welcome back. What do you make of the surface and what do you make of how Abu Dhabi will chase it down?
Thank you very much. And talking about the surface, certainly the ball did came onto the bat in the first half, and I expect under lights it should remain the same if it doesn't get better. So it's a good wicket. This with a pace and bounce which is offering the stroke makers that much needed pace of the surface to time the ball. Outfield is fast, and I think Abu Dhabi, they need to really play their A game, especially Luqman Faisal, likes of Junaid Afridi. They got the talent. Ali Abid, those guys have to respond, and first 6 overs is going to be key.
Yeah, good to see Junaid Afridi opening the innings alongside Luqman Faisal. He was placed in the middle order in the previous encounters. Luqman Faisal would like to go big right from ball 1. We've seen he's been destructive, but yeah, you've got to understand the situation, understand the surface that you're playing on. It's a power-packed batting side, but they just have to be mindful of the spinners and make sure they take those calculated risks, get a good foundation in the power play, and they can be very much in the chase.
They just need to be positive enough, take those chances, yes, but you got to take those percentage chances. Something across the line or an ordinary shot can really put you on the back foot straight away. And this man, he's been bowling superbly.
He's been absolutely brilliant yesterday. Created pressure, picked up those wickets. The fielding department has been quite impressive for Team Dubai. Highly energetic and leading from the front. The live wire, Ronak Panoli.
We are all set for the run chase. Mid-on and square leg outside the 30-yard circle.
Not too sure what was in Junaid Afridi's mind right from ball 1. He tried to give himself a bit of room and was trying to launch towards the extra cover. The idea was right to clear that inner field, but with the turn, he was not able to get that connection.
Highly risky. First ball, you don't know how the surface is going to behave, especially as an opening batsman. Give yourself a sighter.
Oh, absolutely, and I think they've got batters in their kitty who can strike at about 118, 190 strike rate. Initially, just take a bit of time. It's just the first over and plan accordingly. Likes of Ali Abid, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohammad Nadeem, well, power-packed batting unit.
Oh, absolutely. They got the talent and they got the ability, and it's just about execution, and they need to find form. If the top order do able to get going here, then Abu Dhabi is a different side.
A completely different side. Luqman Faisal started off well yesterday, but did struggle towards those middle over phase. And when you're out of form, it's the right approach is to just spend some time at the crease.
Yeah. Giving yourself the best chance. That's important.
Oh, that was a brilliant delivery. That has perplexed Luqman Faisal. He just can't believe it. There was a bit of bounce as well.
Another premeditated stroke. I think he's just not quite settled at the moment. Junaid and Lukman both looking to play big shots, but that pace is not there.
Talking about width on offer and pace, slightly quicker one, and Lukman Faisal pounces on it and gets a boundary.
This time he just held his shape, and that's important. Even when you're looking to play aggressive strokes, you need to maintain that shape and let your instincts take over. That's where you bat at your best. That's what I believe. The premeditation sometimes really hurts you. Genuine outside edge. Chase for short third. Races down to the third man boundary for another 4.
You can't do anything about the outside edges. Lucky for Lukman Faisal and unlucky for Nilanj Keswani. Yeah, little bit of width, and he was trying to go towards the onside. His head position was completely somewhere else, but lucky for him that he's picked up a boundary. First over gone, 9 for none. One over gone, 9 for none. In comes Aryan Lakra, the left arm spinner from the Bukhatir end, up against Junaid Khan.
Technically compact. I think we spoke a lot about it, even off air as well. When you're looking to play those big shots, you just need to hold your shape. Aryan Lakra spin from both ends here. This is tied up in the air. And that will be the end. No, it's been put down.
Well, Raisal Nadir on that occasion, he had ample amount of time. His eyes were glued to the ball, but in the end, towards that fag end, he just drops it.
Big opportunity missed here in the field, and Junaid Freedy will consider himself very lucky.
Good length, good line, Aryan Lakra. They all were, they've taken that responsibility for the 12 overs yesterday. Aryan, Nilanj and Ronak Panoli. So far, it's good from Aryan Lakra.
Oh, again looking to improvise. He's not giving himself the best chance. I mean, he's just trying too hard to play a stroke of every ball.
I'm still not trying to, I'm just trying to understand. Are you under pressure? You're still into your second over. You've represented, you've been a part of Abu Dhabi T10 campaign as well. It's a perfect opportunity in the D series for you to score as many runs as possible. Waited for it, straight to Ayman. And as you rightly mentioned, he's not looking in good shape at all.
Too many moving parts at the crease sometimes becomes your downfall. You got to stay still, and we have seen in the past great players, they have balance and stability. That stillness of head is the real key.
Well, you've got to stick to your basics. An outside edge, not a difficult one to pick up. It's been put down. Yeah, you've got to stick to your basics. You've got to stay in shape, stay calm, stay composed, and once you get right of the meat of the bat, and you will be able to get those runs.
Very important point, basics. Those basics needs to be there, ingrained really into that muscle memory to be able to react in a game situation. So far both openers dropped. Nicely played in a more orthodox manner. Clipped away for a single. 2 overs gone. Abu Dhabi still, they will feel lucky. They would have been 2 down. Instead, 12 for none.
2 overs gone, 12 for none. A slow start for the men in yellow. Junaid Khan 3 of 4 and Luqman 9 of 8. Yeah, straight to the fielder. We don't need to get bogged down under pressure. Now into the third over, we're expecting something to happen now.
In this tournament so far, I have not seen anybody use their feet against spin. Inside out. Quality shot, and he didn't try to hit it hard. It's going to be at least a couple here for Junaid.
Yeah, improvising, trying to fabricate. And I thought for a second they went for 2. It was just a single. When you're not able to get those maximums and boundaries, you should cash in those opportunities to pick up singles and doubles. Poor running between the wickets.
Very, very poor. Very ordinary. No game awareness. You can't just hit the shot and just hope that it will go for a boundary and you just stroll between the wickets. You got to earn every single run.
Another dot delivery. Well, it's being premeditated that he has a mind. He's got a plan in place. He's deciding to go after the onside before the ball is being delivered. That's been the weakness of Luqman Faisal so far in this innings.
Again getting squared up. It's just looking at the surface. If the surface is just misbehaving, this surface is not a minefield. I think there are a few demons in your head. You got to concentrate and get rid of those demons and just stay in the present.
Well, we've seen the batters of Dubai score. That's a prime example in front of you. He does not get the connection right. Fielder settling underneath it, and a comfortable catch in the end. Aryan Lakra picking up a wicket, and that celebration.
A laborious innings comes to an end. Really struggled against quality spin. Dropped once in the previous over. Still could not really get going. Disappointment for Faisal Luqman, and trouble here for Abu Dhabi. Again, a pretty ordinary shot. Just leaning back. He was in no position to supply any power into that shot, and that's the end of him. Perfect start here. He's jubilant. I like the competitiveness of this young man. Perhaps trying to silence somebody. 13 for 1, Abu Dhabi. Ali Abid in at 3. If there was ever a captain's knock required, this is the moment here. He's got to inspire his side and lead from the front. Top over. 1 run and a wicket for Neelaj Keswani. Dubai are on top here. 13 for 1 after 3.
Three overs, 13 for 1. Aryan Lakra will continue, and why not just give away 3 runs in his first over. Well, his shuffle, fielder backpedaling, but will not get there. Ramesh Shehzad, and it'll just be a single. So expecting at least couple of runs there. The running between the wickets is also very crucial.
Oh, well, I think he's just pulled a hammy or something. He's just hobbling. That's not a good sign. I think you'll need a physio here, Junaid Afridi.
Yeah, doesn't look good. Probably a magic spray.
14 for 1. Abu Dhabi off to a slow start in an important game, and he will receive some medical attention. Junaid Afridi. Back live after a short delay. Oh, outside edge, and he's taken it. Ali Abid goes. Quicker delivery from Aryan Lakra. Superb catching. A little bit of juggle, but it was a tough catch.
I did not expect that to come. Arm delivery from Aryan Lakra, and what a good catch in the slip. Well, leadership at its best. Ronak Panoli getting in the slip, and a wonderful catch by Israr.
It hit him on the chest and rebounded, and he reacted. That was a tough one. Did well to hang on to that one. Skipper departs for duck, and in serious trouble here, Abu Dhabi. 2 down for 14. Fourteen for 2 after 3.2 overs. Aryan Lakra in the middle of superb spell here. In comes Mayank Chaudhary. A lot of pressure on him here.
A lot of turbulence has been created by the bowlers of Dubai, and Mayank Chaudhary will have to steady the ship. 14 for 2. Luqman Faisal and now Ali Abid heading back to the dressing room.
Chip has been wobbling right throughout this competition so far. This is the third knock of this top order, and no one seems to be in form for Abu Dhabi.
You're absolutely right. I'm not too sure what was the agenda from Luqman Faisal. Just trying to go big right from ball one. We spoke about it, and in the process, losing those wickets. I understand you want to score well in the power play and pursuit of quick runs. You're throwing away your wickets.
All of a sudden, the ball started to bite off the surface, and is turning as well for Aryan Lakra.
Well, you got to give the credit to the bowler. He's done exceptionally well, picking up a price scalp of Ali Abid, and then 3 dot deliveries on the trot. Mayank, he's got ample time. He can take some time and ensure he finds the groove.
He's got to get into that groove here. Full marks to Aryan Lakra, giving the ball a real rip.
Yeah, it was a quicker one. Besides the drop catch, Abu Dhabi are in trouble. 14 for 2. 3.50 is the current run rate. As a skipper of team Abu Dhabi, you wouldn't want to look at that. And with 2 wickets going down, Nilanj Keswani will continue 10 for 1. Picked up Luqman Faisal. Junaid Khan Afridi still out there. Partnership is what they need.
Partnership, and a huge partnership as well to put things back. This batting lineup is quite vulnerable so far.
Gives himself a bit of room, turn as well off the surface, just a single. Well, we know they have a batting lineup. It's all about one batter coming back in form. It could be Mayank, it could be Junaid Khan. And if one batter gets going and someone can keep him company, they're still in this contest, is what I truly and firmly believe in.
Absolutely, but again, the hard question is to always start, get going, especially when you have a couple of low scores and all of a sudden you feel the pinch of the pressure of a situation. I'm quite surprised, Rizwan, to be honest. These batters are trying high-risk shots, inside out, playing from the crease, but no one is willing to come down the track. Mid-on is up in the circle, mid-off is wide. If you get to the pitch of the ball, go over the top, put the pressure on the spinner.
You got to have a very good footwork to execute that shot, as you rightly mentioned. And one batter whom I can think of is Mayank Chaudhary. He does have a very good footwork and he's got wide range of shots, and that's a very valid point that you mentioned.
The subcontinent on pitches, you got to be absolute master of using your feet. If you are to
And we've seen batters, especially coming from the Indian origin, from Punjab, Haryana, they're a very good players of spin. We've seen Sagar Kalyan, Rahul Chopra, Mayank Chaudhary.
Absolutely. Mayank Chaudhary, I have seen him use his feet, but maybe just short of confidence here, taking his time. 18 for 2 after 5 overs.
Beautiful figures, 2 overs, 4 for 1. Aryan Lakra tossed up and nicely played straight to the fielder though. Yeah, it's all about believing in yourself. Both the batters just hunker down a little bit and take it forward from there on.
Here is one that required rate, it's going to bother them. They got to get the scoreboard moving as well, and that's where it becomes doubly important for you to keep wickets, but at the same time you need to go at a decent pace, because you can't afford that required rate to jump to 12, 13 runs per over. Then it becomes a bit of a desperate situation for you as a batting lineup.
Rightly said. Go at about at least 7 or 8 runs and over, at least for the next couple of overs. Tossed up delivery. This is hoiked in the air. Fielder backpedaling, not easy. And his wonderful effort. But in the process, I reckon Nilanj Keswani must have hurt himself.
That was a great try from Nilanj, and he looks in trouble here because he landed awkwardly. Once again, poor shot selection. He got away with that one. Never easy. Look at that. Well, he got a hand to it and then he bangs it hard on that surface. This could be nasty. I hope he is back on his feet and all is good with him.
Well, hit his head on the ground, and that was very uncomfortable. He's walking off, but seems all right from the visuals that we are getting.
Second let off for Junaid Afridi. Going across the line, that slog sweep and a bit of a top edge. Both batters struggling at the moment. Really struggling against quality spin. 9 of 12 with 2 drop chances. He's a better player than that, Junaid Afridi. He's got to find something out of the middle.
Yeah, lucky Junaid Khan has got 2 opportunities. He'll have to capitalize this. He needs to take full advantage of the opportunity that has been provided.
Oh, absolutely. Not too many days you get a second life as well, especially at this level. It's so hard to get the ball off the square here, these batters from Abu Dhabi.
Full marks to the fielding department as well. Yeah, he did put in a great effort, just could not hold on to it.
Aryan Lakra, magnificent figures. 2.4 overs, 1 for 7.
Just much towards the covers. Seam is still not in action. It's been completely dominated by the spinners of Team Dubai.
Fantastic stuff. Ronak Panoli relying on spin heavily in the power play, and how well it's worked for them.
Nicely played on the back foot. It will just be a dot delivery. 6 overs gone, 21 for 2. Six overs gone, 21 for 2. And the good news for Team Dubai is Nilansh Keswani is back. That was a nasty hit that he took in the field. He was trying to take that catch. Not easy. He will continue. Into his 4th over. Troubled the batters of Abu Dhabi. Kept it simple. Stick to his lines and has done well.
Well, he's a warrior. That is for sure. I love his attitude. Anybody else fallen like that may have not come out to field, but he's got that hunger. He wants to be involved in the contest. Nicely dabbed away from Mayank Chaudhary. Good chase from the skipper. Couple of runs.
Smart batting from Mayank. Waited for it. Late glide. Well, if it's someone who can take Abu Dhabi over the line, it is that man on strike, Mayank Chaudhary. And Dubai will still need to find a way to get him out. He's taking his time, and once he gets going, we know how good of a batter he is.
Oh, absolutely. Time is running out here for Abu Dhabi. That required rate is jumped over 11.5 now.
Singles are not going to hurt Team Dubai at the moment, and they've managed to keep a tight lid on the scoring in the power play. Outside power play, not going to be easy. It'll be interesting to see what Ronak Panoli will do. Will he get seamers in play after this, or would he continue with Aryan Lakra? They've been phenomenal throughout.
He's got so many options. Himself, Ronak Panoli, has contributed really well with the ball. 4 wickets yesterday, so certainly he'll come on as well.
Oh, absolutely, yes. We have Ronak Panoli, Israr Ahmed as well. We've seen Rezal Nadir bowling well in the death over yesterday. Multiple options available for him. And that's a good headache to have as a skipper. Oh, chipped in the air. But batters currently clearly struggling.
That's not good enough here. Really, Rizwan Rahman, when you're chasing 181, you just can't bog down and get into a shell. In the modern day game, even if you lose wickets, you got to have that intent and you got to get the scoreboard moving.
Oh, beautiful delivery. Got his bat right in time. Otherwise, the off stump was flying. 7 overs gone, 25 for 2.
$25 for 2 after 7 at the same stage in the first innings. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, pardon me. There was 71 for 1. And joining me in the com box is going to be Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Azhar Khan. Only 21 runs achieved in the power play by Team Abu Dhabi. The lowest power play score of the tournament so far. That's not on when you're chasing 180. Ronak Panoli, skipper, coming off a 4-wicket haul and a player of the match performance. And today he got a sparkling half century. So he's having a blinder of a tournament. Very ugly looking heave from Junaid Afridi. The pressure is telling. 10 of just 19.
He's really struggling here. Maybe struggling with a bit of a groin as well. When he was looking to play that big slog sweep, he lost balance. 2 opportunities, 2 let off for him. He's reluctant to, he's a better player than that. He's reluctant to use his feet here.
Just seems out of sorts. And this is high. This is catching practice. Or is it just clearing, just about carrying over for a max?
Finally gets something near to the middle of the blade and had the height. On another day, that could have carried to the fielder, but just enough to clear.
Yeah, like you mentioned, he's already under duress, not fully fit, and just struggling to get going. And he will do himself in, runs down the track, misses a straight one, and the wicketkeeper Shane Saldana does the rest. Ronak Panoli amongst wickets again.
Golden arm of Ronak Panoli once again picking up wicket in his first over. Ran down the pitch with no real purpose, played across the line as well. Little bit of turn, and the wicketkeeper does the rest. Dubai, they are really bossing the game here. Disappointing, and a laborious knock from Junaid Khan Afridi. 16 of 21. 3 down for 31 Abu Dhabi in tatters.
Left-hander Shehan Weeraratne coming in at number 5. Required run rate is already ballooned up to 12 per over. It's all going according to plan for Team Dubai. The spinners have run riot. in the first 7.5 overs. Oh, polite appeal. Certainly getting that curve in the air, Ronak Panoli, that drift, and he's causing all sorts of problems.
Is it to do with the quality of the spin from Dubai, Ahmed Khwaja? You'll have to come up with your thoughts, because in the first inning the pitch looked an absolute belter, ball coming on to the bat, but Nilanj Keswani, Aryan Lakra, and now even Ronak Panoli, they're getting turn and bounce.
Yeah, we saw that with the Abu Dhabi bowlers as well. Maybe the hardness of the new ball is working in their favour. Seem much more pronounced. There is turn on offer. Consistently hitting the outer half of the blade, and that dot ball pressure is building by the minute. Excellent over from Ronak, 32 for 3. Well, speaking of spin, this young off spinner Angad Nehru, he should have a ball out there. Left-hander at the crease, turning wicket, and the opposition under pressure. Good to see a slip in place. We've already seen that fielder initiating a dismissal.
Excellent piece of captaincy from Ronak. He's been spot on. He's looking to pick up wickets, even though that required rate is well over 12. Still looking to pick up wickets. Good work here.
And mind you, Dubai is still not at full strength. They're missing the likes of Saeed Nazir, Ali Nasir as well. So that fast bowling unit is just going to get further strengthened. Looking like a very exciting side. And when they can address their fast bowling options with a player like Ali Nasir, they'll be gunning for the title.
Oh, absolutely. But contributions from Lakra with the ball and Nilanj Keswani, Ronak Panoli, those three spinners have made a big difference.
Quick single. Nicely done by Mayank. Yeah, it seems to be a coming of age tournament for all of these boys. They've been picked for the UAE here and there, but we've just wanted them to make that extra leap and cement the spot first in the 15, then eventually in the 11. Oh, could have been a sharp cotton bowled.
Good effort though in his follow through. Never easy of your own bowling, especially if something is just hit hard.
Yeah, this batch of guys like Aryan Lakra, Ansh Tandon, Ronak Panoli, they need to take the leap to the next level. You were earmarked as the future of the UAE. It's time to accept that and deliver in terms of your performance to merit that.
They have the talent. There's no doubt about it. Ahmed Khwaja, it's just about the consistency. You got to really knock the door hard and with consistent performances.
Yeah, you need to knock it down, really. Oh, beautiful delivery. That drift in the air and just left him late. Delightful from Angad Nehru. An excellent over. 36 for 3. Ronak into his second over. Well, Mayank Chaudhary is biding his time, but that is a very precious resource, Asghar Khan.
Oh, absolutely, Ahmed Khwaja. The time is running out here for Abu Dhabi. They're going nowhere at the moment. 9.1 overs, 37 for 3.
It's been quite a surprise the way they've just not turned up yet. And honestly, even as a captain, Ali Abid will be thinking, how do I rectify this ship? Because I have some of the biggest names in the UAE in my side.
I think as a captain, it's very important for you to get runs. You demand that respect, and then whatever you say, first you need to lead from the front. He's a fine player, but unfortunately he's not been in form, so that adds to the problem.
Yeah, very true. You need to set the tone. Oh, that could have easily been chopped on. Alive to the risk was Mayank Chaudhary, but just tentative, not looking to express himself. 9 of 18 so far. That could have easily dribbled on.
Tentative. No real conviction in the stroke play from either of the batters. That's the problem.
Required run rate is beyond 14 now. And this game is running away very quickly. All that effort and all Mayank will get is a single. 39 for 3 at drinks. So Angad Nehru will continue. A stoppage in play usually produces something, runs or wickets. Time will tell what happens with Team Abu Dhabi. They certainly need runs. Sharp single. The throw needed to come in earlier. And there will be buzzers here. 5 runs gifted to Mayank Chaudhary.
Absolute bonus. The throw was on because there was an opportunity for a run out, but no real backing up.
Yeah, where was Nilansh Keswani? He was more towards cover point. Should have reacted earlier. Clean pick up and throw. And yeah, just to the left of Nilansh. Perhaps still a bit dazed after that nasty blow he took to the back of his head. Honestly, he shouldn't be on the field. Just sit in the dugout, have a drink, try to calm yourself, get your senses, but seems to be okay. Slip in place now for Angad Nehru. A good looking punch. Deep cover will clean it up, but that's a quality shot. So they're certainly looking to open up after the drinks break.
Yeah, they need to. Regardless of the game situation, I think they just need to push a bit hard here. Look to be aggressive. Pick your areas, pick your bowlers.
Yeah, there's no point batting the overs and losing by 80 runs. You have to make a game of it. You'd rather lose attempting to win rather than not attempt to win at all. It's the message you send to your teammates as well, that I tried my best. Fair enough, it didn't come off. I just want Angad to bowl a bit fuller here.
Yeah, you need to get a yard fuller here. It's a slow surface, so the moment you drop it a little short, is ample amount of time to rock back and punch it into the gaps.
Yeah, invite them to go for the big shot. You have plenty of cushion. Required run rate is up to 14.5. You can afford to throw the ball up. Maybe induce a false stroke. You might get hit for 6, but that's part of the parcel. And those kind of deliveries are not wicket taking. Just eased around the corner for a couple.
And Chaudhary, he's a good player of spin, but even today, he has struggled a fair deal. So far, 17 of 22.
Yeah, he's not willing to hit the ball down the ground. That's his strength. That pickup shot he plays. Quicker one. And in the end, it's a decent over. But Abu Dhabi have a long way to go. 40, in fact 50 up at the end of 11 overs. Attempted sweep. Is there a bottom edge? Not out, says the umpire, despite the pleas coming in from Ronak Panoli.
Well, certainly, you think that he was in business. Played it over the top.
You're not sure about that appeal from the wicketkeeper. Young Shane already has a stumping to his name, so he'll be delighted with that. Ronak is certainly causing a lot of problems. I think they have not bowled a single over of seam so far. It's spin throughout. It's a miscue. And dropped. Good effort by Vaibhav, but that should have been taken.
A real blemish in the field. They've been very, very good. And looking to create space on the offside. Hit it a lot squarer than he was expecting. Good effort, but you expect for that to be taken.
Once again, not quite out of the middle. One bounce. Yeah, Vaibhav Govikar. He did the hard work of getting there. Just couldn't hang on. And required run rate has ballooned beyond 15. So looks like Abu Dhabi are going to be on the side of a hammering here. Reverse attempted and not executed.
The idea was right, not the execution. Desperate times here for Abu Dhabi now.
Yeah, 3 losses back to back is difficult to recover from. I can't see from where they can just flip the switch and get back to winning ways.
Really is not looking great for Abu Dhabi. They're just going through the motions.
Yeah. And even the coaching staff will be a bit beleaguered now. Tidy over from Ronak. Only singles coming in for Abu Dhabi. 54 for 3. Aditya Shetty coming in for a ball here. Oh, that has been smacked and will clear the fence. Dragged down, deposited into the stands.
Not a great start for the young leg spinner. Really not completing his action. I wonder he was trying to bowl a leg break or an off break there. That's not his natural flowing action.
Well, whatever it was rubbish. Because it's been sent packing. Such a fine leg spin bowler. When he first emerged, precocious talent. Put away once more in the gap. Another drag down.
So finally something to cheer for Abu Dhabi fans as well. 6 now for Shan getting his inning moving. Another poor delivery. Easy pickings.
Once again, it's not the leg spinner's grip. What is he trying to bowl here? Because it's not working. His focus seems to have shifted on his batting these days. Maybe just a bit lost in his bowling approach. Even that is more of some sort of seam-up delivery rather than a turner. Not sure what's wrong with him.
I've not seen that proper leg break coming out of his hand. He's got a beautiful action when he used to bowl those leg spinners. Maybe he's trying few carom balls or something out of the ordinary, something different. I'm not sure this is the right idea.
Yeah, he should look to spin the ball away from Mayank here. Mid off is deep, as is the long on. 3 men on the onside. Call is for 2. And no. Well done by Rizal to attack the ball and keep it to 1.
That's the most... 16, close to 16 runs per over.
Yeah, is it too little, too late? Just 40 odd runs in the first 10 overs. That's much better. Trying to flight the ball. Give it a rip. Allow it to turn. Was part of the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders setup in IL T20 Season 3. Did not get a lot of opportunities, but certainly would have learned a lot being in that setup, rubbing shoulders with very experienced players, the likes of Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, DJ Bravo. .68 for 3. So Ronak to bowl out. Still not being able to middle the ball is Mayank Chaudhary. Change in the com box as Asghar Khan takes a break. Rizwanur Rahman alongside me. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed. Great execution of plans from Team Dubai. They had that strategic timeout sort of a thing between the drinks break, and rightly so. They've done everything right, ticked all the boxes, and so far it has been dominant.
Well, it's relatively easy to execute your plans when the opposition is not willing to put up a fight. I think that is the brutal truth.
There's no real intention from the batters. They lost quick wickets, but they were not able to stitch up a partnership.
Even now, just seem to be batting for time rather than runs. Mayank Chaudhary with a laboured 24. Shehan has done what he can. But certainly, Abu Dhabi are facing another defeat in the D20. Going to be tough to climb back into the comp.
Yeah, scoring close to 17 runs and over from here on, it's not going to be a easy task. A brilliant over from Ronak Panoli so far.
Oh, this is balloon and straight to short mid. Shehan Weeraratne caught in a very awkward position, and that's an absolute dolly.
Yeah, easy as you like. Nilanj Keswani comfortably taking that catch. Another one bites the dust. Shehan Weeraratne will have to walk back. Abu Dhabi lose their fourth wicket. 71 for 4.
Well, 2 slips in place now for Ronak Panoli. Usman Masood Pandit coming in at number 6. Can he end with a 3 for? Big smiles, and why not? Runs and wickets for the Dubai captain this evening. And he's bowled a fantastic spell. Oh, slightly too short. And Usman will scamper through. 2 for 18 on the night for RP24. It's 72 for 4. So Aditya Shetty needs to bowl a better over here. First one he was clattered for 14 runs. Just trying to mix it up a bit too much for my liking. 109. Long way away are Abu Dhabi. Oh, and this should do the trick. Playing across the line. Closing the face of the bat early. And not a great delivery, but Aditya Shetty will gladly take it.
I was completely perplexed there. Leading edge straight to Aditya Shetty. Usman Pandit cannot believe it. They are falling like a pack of cards now, Team Abu Dhabi. Another one goes down. 72 for 5.
So not the best deliveries ever bowled, but it's got the job done for Aditya Shetty. Mohammad Nadeem coming in at 7. And Abu Dhabi, well, you need to offer them some solutions here, Rizwanur Rahman.
Well, they've got to go back to the drawing board once again, change their batting order. You have Mohammad Nadeem coming in at number 7. I would still fancy having Mayank and Junaid Afridi or Luqman Faisal to open the innings.
Yeah, Luqman Faisal certainly has had a wretched run. Oh, good looking shot in the gap. And oh, excellent fielding. Ayman Ahmed at deep cover, still putting in the hard yards.
Well, they're switched on throughout, the fielders of Dubai. We've seen them yesterday as well. They already got the game in hand, but they made sure they're working hard in the field.
Yeah, you can enjoy your fielding even when you're winning, especially when you're winning. You want to contribute in every facet of the game. He's yet to bowl. Smashed away by Mayank. Another half tracker from Aditya.
We will punish you all day long. The runs are coming now, but a bit too late for my liking. Another half tracker, easy pickings. He knew where the field was placed and he gets the boundary.
He's not been very accurate. In the 10 deliveries he's bowled, at least 4 of them have been short. Fair enough, the game is well in your favor, but still need to do the basics right. Much better, much fuller. And well, it's reaching the point of return almost for Team Abu Dhabi in this D20.
Absolutely. All the youngsters, the young guns contributing alongside the senior statesmen, Ramesh Shehzad, Vaibhav Govekar with all his experience. Ronak Panoli, he does have a lot of experience in the UAE domestic circuit as well.
Oh, what was that? Premeditating, and in the end, it was a nothing shot. 80 for 5. So Aryan Lakra to bowl out. Look at those figures. Exceptional. Going at just about 2 runs per over. Fantastic stuff. Oh, where was the slip fielder? If he had been in there, that would have been his second wicket. And they're pushing for 3. No, not quite.
A bit of mix up there. Enticing Mayank Chaudhary to go after him. That outside edge.
Even though he's taken a lot of time, at least he spent some time in the middle. That is something that no Abu Dhabi batter has done so far in this D20.
Well, right from ball 1, we've seen Junaid Khan Afridi, not too sure what was the intent right from ball. He was trying to go big, trying to hit the ball towards Abu Dhabi. Just no real conviction there.
Oh, there it is. To the right of that slip fielder. Get another one in.
Well, brilliant bowling from Aryan Lakra.
Good to see him having a good tournament. Very fine player. Capped by the UAE. Short and crash towards deep cover. Oh, superb. Nicely done, young Razel. Look at the commitment in the field.
Well done. Vaibhav Govekar was backing him up as well, but that is what you need. That was really hit hard by Mayank. 4 runs so far.
Yeah, he would like to at least get a 50 in the D20. Although you can see he's not particularly happy with the way he's playing, but he's gutted it out there, at least not offered his wicket up to be taken. They are trying to pull from wide of off. Not a good shot.
A stretching exercise for umpire Imran Munir.
A very fine umpire Imran Munir, up and coming. The officiating in this tournament has been top notch. Oh, look at that one. Bamboozling Mayank.
Sharp turn. And Aryan Lakra is certainly enjoying his time out in the middle.
From a very straightish arm action, getting that ball to rip. Look at those figures, outstanding. Could have had a couple more wickets as well. That's one way to tackle spin. Use your feet. Try to smother it. But Abu Dhabi so far have been smothered in this D20.
Yeah, the young guns ensured they've ticked all the boxes in the batting department right from ball one. We've seen the aggression from the batters. Ronak and Ramesh Shehzad laying the foundation for the batters to come for a big score. Despite that 19th poor over, they managed to pick up good runs.
Oh, that one came in too, Nadeem. Bit of a wrong one. Everyone enjoyed it. 86 for 5. Well, are we going to see 20 overs of spin from Team Dubai? Aditya, Ronak, Aryan Lakra, Angad Nehru. Who am I missing? Nilash Keswani. Yes, it's possible, Rizwan.
Well, I think he would still opt to go with seamers towards the final 2 overs. Probably an over for Ayman and Razal Nadir. He's hit that really hard. Didn't quite time it though. The ball will reach the fence. Welcome boundary for Mayank.
That's a cracker of a shot. Well executed slog sweep. And spun with it. They say it's well timed when you twist and face the way you've hit the ball. So Angad Nehru. Well, it won't be all your way, my young friend. But I don't mind him flighting the ball. Oh, what a fielding effort. Ramesh Shehzad, still as athletic as ever.
Yeah, looking fit and giving it all in the field. And that was a good delivery from Angad. He saw Mayank charging in and immediately the changer from him.
Yeah, nicely bowled. Heaved away and it will find the gap. No, look at that one. Razal Nadir, the 16-year-old firecracker, saved a certain boundary.
Exceptional fielding here. The ball was travelling and so has Razal Nadir. Wonderful effort and the right time he ensures he pushes it inside.
Oh, these kids are all right, let me tell you. But this one will be 6. Absolutely nailed.
Long boundary. Waited for it and Mohammad Nadeem certainly has enjoyed that.
Well, where was this counter punch earlier from Abu Dhabi? That was muscled over deep mid wicket. Clean strike from Mohammad Nadeem. Maybe sending a statement to the team think tank. Get me up the order. I can deliver those quick runs. That's a fabulous shot. Picks the gap.
Expensive over. And I think this is the most expensive over of the inning so far. 23 runs already of it. And Nadeem just waiting and executing it really well.
Had all the time in the world to rock back and smash it through extra. Well, it is too little too late, but the 100 has come up. Much better. As an off spinner, you need to bowl it around that fifth stump channel and then get it to turn in. So good over for Abu Dhabi, 104 for 5. So the young seamer, Ayman Ahmed, he's having a good tournament as well. And like you mentioned, we might see the seam bowlers coming on at the death, and he's certainly a very fine death bowler.
Yeah, he's picked up a prized scalp yesterday of Asif Khan. I did enjoy that celebration. What a wicket that was. Bowling for the first time in this innings.
Slower delivery to start. Nicely bowled. Yeah, he had a long layoff due to injury last season. I was just chatting with him before the game. He said, I'm coming back to cricket after nearly 10 months. He had a side issue, side strain. So good to see him fully fit. He's certainly been growing his hair in that period.
Well, yeah, when you come back after a long break, you've got to do a lot of training, and he's looking fit and getting adapted to the conditions here.
Punched off the back foot and timed well. It's another 6.
Well, this is what we've known about the batters of Abu Dhabi. They love that pace on offer, and Ronak Panoli ensured nothing was offered for them initially in the power play, and then towards the end of the innings. Now they are facing the seamers.
Yeah, he read that slow delivery, expected it. Just became slightly predictable there, Ayman. Pace on, pace off. Keep the batter guessing. Nadeem is looking good, 20 off 9. Finally, an Abu Dhabi batter showing some clean hitting. Oh dear me, that is not on. One bounce.
Easy pickings. He's looking at the square leg umpire, a polite inquiry to check if it's a no ball. And Nadeem cashing on the full toss yet again. Very good batting from the batter of Abu Dhabi, Mohammad Nadeem. Brilliant so far. Beautiful delivery in the fourth stump channel. Good comeback after being hammered for a maximum and a boundary. Ayman keeping it neat on that occasion.
That's much better. Don't rest on your laurels. Even if the game is pretty much done and dusted, go through your processes, go through your mechanics properly. Try to execute a plan. Don't just go out there for the sake of it. Every minute in the middle should be meaningful. Slashed away, but deep cover was square enough. Certainly some chopping and changing needed for Abu Dhabi.
Oh, absolutely. I fully echo with you on that, Ahmed. Nadeem certainly showing that potential. We know how destructive he could be. And I'm pretty much optimistic that there will be some changes towards the batting order.
Well, Mayank needs to be batting in the top 3. And you can have Nadeem somewhere in the middle order. Lukman Faisal, fair enough, he's a match winner, but he's not applying himself in the power play overs. There is a deep point. Good fielding by Aditya Shetty. That's fantastic. So certainly some running repairs needed for the men in yellow. 116 for 5. So Aditya Shetty to bowl the penultimate over. This could be interesting. Mayank Chaudhary needing a hard-fought 50. Some much needed time in the middle. Quality time in the middle. Let's see if he can raise that milestone. Oh, extra bounce. Beautifully bowled.
Just can't believe it there. Sharp turn. 35.45 is the required run rate. Mathematically possible, but you've got to play out of your skin. 6 maximums in an over is what is required.
So you're telling me there's a chance, basically. Well, there is the first one. Launched.
Massive, high and handsome. And a no ball. Well. Mayank finally getting one right.
Juicy slot delivery and one-handed scent packing. So this game is still kind of alive. Kind of. Maybe if they need 25 in the last over, something could happen.
Well, I said mathematically possible, but given the conditions, I don't think so it is, unless Mayank will prove us wrong.
Free hit. Oh, good comeback delivery. Flighted leg break. That's much more like it.
Yeah, after being hit for a maximum, that's a very good comeback from Aditya Shetty. Skipper trusting him with the penultimate over.
Yeah, some much needed bowling time for him. Wasn't used in the first 2 games. Oh, misfield. Will allow a single. A rare blemish from Team Dubai. Maybe got a bad bounce. But overall, they've been outstanding in the D20 so far.
Yeah, complete package so far, the Team Dubai. Every single department, the batting, the bowling, the fielding.
This is a chance. Just couldn't get there, and in fact, it's dribbled away for 4.
Well, that should have been stopped. They didn't go for the catch, but I was expecting them to stop that boundary.
Pure muscle from Mohammad Nadeem once again. And yeah, where was the long off? Just got a bit too wide. Couldn't cut the angle. So they certainly have tried their best in this over. Chance in deep cover. Oh, Aditya, pardon me, Aryan Lakra lost it in the lights. And everybody is confused what's happened there.
Well, we've seen that happening, especially when you're playing towards the extreme ends of the pitches. You tend to lose it in the floodlights. And yet again, Aryan could not side the ball. And in the process, he's completely missed it. And a boundary added to the tally.
The body language of the fielder and the bowler tells you the story. Unlucky there, Aditya. Could have easily had wicket number 2. Well, a few jaffers and a few sixes. Final over of the game. 49 needed. So Eamon, to complete the formalities of this match number 7, is going to be Dubai through and through once again. Oh, that's a monster 6 from Mayank. What a way to raise your half century.
Well, it was a slow one and he read it really well, waited for it and has launched it. What a shot and what a way to get to his half century.
Well, not much of a celebration as they're facing defeat, but that was absolutely crushed. And even the safety netting on the mid-wicket boundary could not stop that one landing on the highway. Well played, Mayank. And maybe that's the start of something for him and Abu Dhabi in this D20.
Yeah, that's one thing that they'll be happy about, despite on the verge of losing here, Team Abu Dhabi, that Mayank was in the runs, 54 of 47 for him.
Oh, was trying a very difficult shot and just nipped away.
Just trying to open the face of the bat, aiming at the deep point region. Much better delivery from Eamon.
Yeah, the only issue was there is a deep point in position, so a difficult shot would have only gotten you one. But the way he hits those one-handers is quite remarkable. It's because of that tremendous bat speed he has. Compensates for power. Will be a wide.
Yeah, just millimeters away from the tram line.
So we have Emirates Blues versus Sharjah coming up next. 9:30 p.m. local time, just about 50 minutes away. That should be another exciting game. Emirates Blues will be looking to bounce back.
Yeah, both the teams playing 2 games each, winning 1, losing 1. Emirates Blues was off color yesterday. They have a very strong team. They'll be certainly looking to get those 2 points.
This should be a chance. Extra cover. No way Israr is going to drop that. So 50 and out for Mayank Chaudhary.
Yeah, it was high up in the air. Had ample amount of time to get underneath the ball, eyes glued to the ball, and in the end a comfortable catch by Israr. Well played. 50 for Mayank. He'll have to depart. Another one goes down for Team Abu Dhabi. $139 for 6.
Raja Akifullah coming in at number 8. So Eamon gets a wicket to his name. So any predictions for the match coming up, Rizwan or Rahman? Your expert opinion.
Well, I think and with the addition of Asif Khan, they would certainly look to bounce back. Whilst I say that, Team Sharjah is equally very good. So it will be a cracker of a contest, I must say.
I completely agree. It's difficult to call. Not quite out of the middle and put down. Israr with a good effort moving to his left. But that should have been wicket number 2 for Eamon.
Yeah, the ball was travelling, not an easy one, but that should have been taken. He had to go towards the left and just could not get onto it.
A rare blemish in the field, but overall Dubai have dominated right from ball one. 3 wins out of 3 in the D20. And that will seal it. In the end, it's a handsome 39-run margin led by Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, wonderful campaign, wonderful effort, and all the departments leading from the front. Ronak Panoli, what a day for Team Dubai.
As for Team Abu Dhabi, once again, there was a fight back in the first innings after the drinks break, but a couple of expensive overs allowed Team Dubai to get up to a pretty big score. But the major worry is the batting, the top order batting for Abu Dhabi. 3 matches in a row, it's been a flop show, and something has to change. Something has got to give.
They have to take the responsibility. They have to come back strongly, failing which it is going to be extremely back. Yeah, they've already lost 3 matches, and you wouldn't want to start a tournament with 3 losses. Junaid Khan Afridi not very comfortable at the top, 16 of 21 for him. Luqman Faisal completely off colour, was trying to bludgeon without timing the ball initially. Ali Abid, wonderful delivery from Aryan Lakra and a good catch by Aditya Shetty in the slip cordon. Mayank took a bit of time, scored a half century for the team, 54 of 49. And Shehan Veeraratna, 22 of 18. The good thing, good sign from this batting card, the takeaway, I would say, would be Mayank and Mohammad Nadeem scoring 30 of 16.
Yeah, finally, some sort of form coming in for a couple of Abu Dhabi batters. In terms of the wickets, they were shared by the entire Dubai team. 1 apiece for Aryan and Ilanch. Ronak Panoli, brilliant, 2 for 18. And Aditya Shetty and Ayman Ahmed getting 1 wicket to their name as well. They were never really under any sort of pressure from the Abu Dhabi batting lineup. Taking a look at the highlights. Well, it was trial by spin for Abu Dhabi in the power play, and Luqman Faisal would not want to see a replay of that shot. Very ugly dismissal. Great catch taken by Israr at slip to get the key wicket of Ali Abid. Junaid Afridi did hit a 6, but he just wasn't 100% and got stumped. And after that, Rizwan, Abu Dhabi were never really in the game.
Absolutely, when you lose your top order at quick succession, it was never easy. Leading edges, Usman Pandit was straight up, it was an easy catch, and then Mohammad Nadeem and Mayank Agarwal, they stitched up a partnership and they managed to get a 50 for Mayank and Nadeem scoring at about 180-190 strike rate.
Yeah, but by then the equation was way too difficult. 25-30 runs per over. Mayank got a 50 and then chipped one up in the air. Good catch taken. In the end, they fell 39 runs short. So match summary for Game 7 of the Emirates D20. It was Dubai who won the coin flip on a brand new surface, elected to bat first, and they did well thanks to the captain. Swashbuckling 54 of 30 for Ronak Panoli. Ramiz, Shehzad and Israr Ahmed chipped in as well. 2 wickets for the young leg spinner of Abu Dhabi, Jeet Bhatia. 1 apiece for Nadeem and Mayank Chaudhary. And Mayank Chaudhary did well with the bat as well. A hard-fought 50. Mohammad Nadeem, quick fire 34, but lost wickets up top. Ronak Panoli, 2 for 18. 1 apiece for Nilash and Aryan. And they fell well short of that 181 target. DXB, once again, winning by 39 runs. Right then, time for a quick break. Then we head down for the post-match with Asghar Khan.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 7 of Emirates D20 2025. Dubai batting first, 180 for 6 in 20 overs. A very good performance with the bat, and in reply, Abu Dhabi, they fell short by 39 runs, could only manage 141 for 6 in 20 overs. Alongside me is the honourable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, and he's going to be giving away the Man of the Match award to the skipper of Dubai, Mr. Ronak Panoli. 54 of 30 deliveries with the bat and also turning up with the ball. 2 wickets for just 18 runs in his 4 overs. Absolutely magnificent performance. Well, Ronak, many congratulations. 3 out of 3. Personal form is great. Team is doing really well.
Yeah, I'm really happy about the way the game went today. It was a tough track to bat on. Actually, I think we did exceptionally well to get 180. I thought it was a maybe 140, 150 track, but we batted off our skin, and then the way we bowled in the first half of the game, it was exceptional. I'm still not really happy with the way the boys have gone about their fielding. We're still far away from the perfect game, but we'll take the win.
Those 3 spinners, yourself, Aryan Lakra and Nilaj Keswani, they clearly bowled out oppositions. What is the key to their success? Getting more turn and bounce?
Look, I think we're utilizing the wicket to the best of our abilities. We vary our pace pretty well. Before the tournament started, we looked at the 3 of us and we were like, yeah, this is what's going to be our core with the spin department throughout the tournament, alongside paces. Obviously, we've had a few injuries. That's why we aren't going with our full side in that sense. But I think our spinners have bowled exceptionally well throughout the tournament till now.
A brilliant performance, Ronak. Many congratulations. Keep up the momentum. All the best.
Thanks so much.
That was Ronak Panoli with his Man of the Match performance. That's it for now. Up next is another exciting game coming up. Sharjah will be taking on Emirates Blues in just a few minutes away. 9:30 p.m. local start. Do join us for that coverage.